Hello students, I am Saili Rathod. Today I am going to present a video lecture, that is video number 15 of Digital Electronics, and the subject code is CAC 204. As in the today's video lecture, we are going to start the new unit, that is unit number 3, Boolean Logic. In this unit, we are going to study all the Boolean algebra rules and De Morgan's law and everything related to the rules of the Boolean algebra. Okay, so it means we are going to solve some equations also using the rules that we have studied. We will study in De Morgan's law, Boolean algebra, and these topics we are going to study because in previous two units we have studied the basic logic gates. So now we have to see where we are going to implement all these gates and how we can simplify these logic gates or the logic circuits. So let's start with today's topic, that is Boolean algebra rules and De Morgan's law. Okay, so let's move towards the next slide. First of all, we will see the Boolean algebra and De Morgan's theorem. Okay, so in this presentation, the topics that we are going to study are Boolean operations, that how to operate the logic circuits or how to apply the Boolean laws on the logic circuits. Then we will see the simplification of Boolean expressions and the De Morgan's law. Now, what is meant by Boolean algebra? Boolean algebra is a form of mathematics that can be used to help simplify a logic system. Okay, it means if you are designing a logic circuit or a complete logic system, then if you want to simplify the complete circuit into a small equation, then you need to study the Boolean algebra laws. So this means the simplification of or the mathematical simplification of the circuit, we can simply call it as a Boolean algebra. The inputs and outputs are variables and are represented by the capital letters. For an example, A and B may be used to represent inputs and Q to represent the output. Okay, so here one example we have considered, that if we are giving the two inputs A and B, then we have to represent it by capital letters, and in this example we have taken the Q as the output. In a digital system, each variable can have one of two states, either logic 1 or logic 0. Okay, so as we are studying the digital electronics, we know that there are only two understandable logics for the digital system, that is logic 1 or logic 0. As with ordinary algebra, the value of a variable can be defined. For example, A is equals to 1 would mean that variable A was at logic 1. So logic 1, it may be the high voltage, that is it may be plus 5 voltage. All the basic logic functions can be represented in Boolean algebra, and a number of these can be grouped together to show the relationship between the inputs and the output. Okay, so this is the theoretical concept of Boolean algebra. The concept will get clear to all of you in only when we will solve the equations or we will represent the logic circuit by using the logic gates. Okay, so just remember, in Boolean algebra we have to use two states, either logic 1 or logic 0. We have to represent the inputs and outputs in the form of capital alphabets. Okay, so let's now move towards the Boolean laws. Now, what is meant by Boolean laws? Boolean laws, these are the very basic laws which are used for the Boolean algebra. Okay, so for an example, in general, if you want to study the mathematics, then the basic rules what you need to study, you should know addition, you should know subtraction, you should know multiplication, you should know division. Okay, so in that you must know that if any digit is multiplied by 0, what it will give? In every case it will give 0, means anything multiplied by 0 is always 0. And If you multiply any number by 1, then the resultant will be the number itself. Okay, so as these two are the basic laws of mathematics, so similar to that in Boolean laws also there are some basic laws. So these basic laws we are going to study here. Now the first law of Boolean is the commutative law. The second one is the associative law. Third one is the distributive law. Now we will see one by one what is commutative law. Any binary operation which satisfies the following expression is referred to as commutative operation. For example, let's see this: A dot B is equals to B dot A. Now what is mean by dot? It is always AND operation. And what is mean by plus? It is always OR operation. Okay, so first law is related to the AND logic gate. So if you give two inputs A and B, then it must be equal to the output of the gate having the inputs B and E, B and A. Okay, so this is the very basic law of commutative, that is A dot B is always equals to B dot A. It means it will not change if you reverse the inputs. Reverse means if you interchange the inputs. Now the second law is A plus B is equals to B plus A. It means the commutative law states that changing the sequence of the variables does not have any effect on the output of a logic circuit. Okay, it means if you interchange both the inputs, then it will not change the output. Now the second law is the associative law. This is the associative law. This law states that the order in which the logic operations are performed is irrelevant as their effect is same. Okay, so in this first law is A dot B in bracket dot C is equals to A dot in bracket B dot C. So here what we have changed, we have just changed the brackets. Means if the A dot B means A and B, this operation is in bracket, and in the RHS right hand side we have taken the bracket for B dot C and we have taken out the A out of the bracket. So this will not give any effect. Both the LHS and RHS will be equal. So this is the first law of association, that is associative law. And the second law of associative law is A plus B plus C is equals to A plus B plus C. In left hand side A plus B is in bracket, and in right hand side B plus C is in bracket. So it means if you interchange the inputs, or if you interchange the brackets to the inputs of the gate, then it will not give any change for the output. So this is the very basic law of associative law. I think these four laws are clear. A dot B is equals to B dot A plus B is equals to B plus A dot B dot C in bracket. If the brackets are interchanged, then also the law is followed, and this is the fourth law. So first we have seen the commutative law, then we have seen the associative law. Now we will move ahead towards the distributive law. So this is the distributive law. It is just like the bracket multiplication. So distributive law states the following condition: A dot in bracket B plus C is equals to A dot B plus A dot C. Okay, so in simple multiplication, if you solve an equation A 2 plus 3, then what it will give? Either you can write 5A, or you can write twice of A plus thrice of A, and finally it will give you as 5A. So here simply you have multiplied the bracket multiplied each term in the bracket with the number which is present outside. So this is the distributive law of Boolean laws. So here we have seen three laws. Now let's move towards the basic laws, that is AND law, OR law and inversion law. Now the first is AND law. In this there are four basic laws. As initially I have explained you that if anything is multiplied by 0, then it will give the product as 0. So same law is there in AND law. Here in first you can see A dot 0 is equals to 0, means if any gate is ANDed with the 0, then the output will be 0. The second AND law states that A dot 1 is equals to A, means any number is multiplied with the 1, then the output will be the number itself, the number which is multiplied by 1. Now the third law is A dot A is A. So don't get confused in this case, as in general algebra what you write A multiplied by A, it means A square in case of mathematical algebra, but in Boolean laws A dot A is only A, not A square. So this is third law. Now A dot A bar. A bar means what? It is inverted A. So if you multiply any input by the inverted input of itself, then the output will be 0. So this is very important. You have to use this law many times. So remember these four laws of AND gate. Now we will see the OR laws. These laws use the OR operation, therefore they are called as OR laws. Here also there are four laws. The first one is A plus 0 is A. You know that any number, if you add 0 in that, it will give the product as the number itself. So similarly in this case also A plus 0 is A. Now A plus A is A. So this and these two laws are similar. Why similar? Because these two are different from the mathematical algebra, as A dot A is A square in maths, but here A dot A is only A. And also in OR law A plus A is only A. If you consider the mathematics, then A plus A, it was twice of A. Okay, it was twice of A, but here A plus A is only A. So this is the third law, and the fourth law is A plus A bar. A bar is the inverted A. A plus A bar is A. These two laws are very important. So this is about AND law and OR law. Now the inversion law, Now the inversion law. Inversion means the inverse of the particular input. This law uses the NOT operation. The inversion law states that double inversion of a variable results in the original variable itself. Okay, so here what you can see, here we have taken the double bar to the A, double bar. So it means if you take the inversion of A, then you will get the A bar. If you take again the inversion of A bar, it will again come to the initial point, that is A. So this same law is represented here. A double bar is equals to A. So up till now we have seen how many laws? 3 plus 3, that is 6. This one is first commutative law, then associative, then distributive. Then we have seen the AND law, OR law and inversion law. So we have finished with the 6 Boolean algebra laws. Now we will see the basics of the Boolean operations. Here you can see the AND gate. The AND logic function will output a logic 1 when all the inputs are at logic 1. Okay, so from truth table you know that if you give both the inputs as 1, then only the AND gate will give output as 1. In Boolean algebra, the AND function is indicated by dot. It is indicated by dot. A 2-input AND gate will be expressed as Q equals to A dot B. Note that it does not matter in which order the variables are ANDed together. Okay, so this slide we have only taken because the point important here is this: A dot B. If you invert both these inputs, then also A dot B is equals to B dot A. So this satisfies the first law of Boolean algebra. Now the Boolean operations. Here you can see everything. The following are a set of rules for AND logic functions. All of these can be determined by examining the truth table and for the AND function. So in previous slides we have seen 4 rules for AND gate. You can see here one by one. The first one, A dot B is equals to A. Here A dot 0 is equals to 0. Here A dot A is A and A dot A bar is 0. Now first case, what it says, if input A is ANDed with a logic 1 input, the output will always be equal to the value on input A. Okay, so this is the first input. This truth table is simply of the AND gate, that is, if both the inputs are 0, then the output will be 0. If both the inputs are 1, then only the output will be 1, and it will be 0 in the rest of the 3 cases. Now the second case, A dot 0 is 0. If input A is ANDed with a logic 0, the output will always be equal to 0. Third one is, if two identical inputs are ANDed together, the output will always be equal to the input value. Okay, so let's understand this third point. If two identical inputs are ANDed together, so which conditions are talking about? We are talking about if both the two inputs are identical and they are ANDed together, the output will always be equal to the input value. So if you consider the first case, both the inputs are 0. So in this case, the output is also identical to the input. And if you consider the third case, here both the inputs are 1, then the output is also identical to the inputs. It means the output is also 1. So the third condition we can see here. Now A dot A bar is equals to 0. If an input is ANDed with an inverted version of itself, the output will always be equal to 0. Now for the fourth condition, we will see the middle two conditions. Here what we have done, if an input is ANDed with an inverted version of itself. Okay, so here input is 1 and its inverted version means what? It is 0. So in this case the output will always be 0. So here you can see the output is 0. Similarly, this condition also satisfies for the third condition. The input is 0. The second input is inverted, that is inversion of 0 is 1. So if you invert the input, then the output will always be equal to 0. So here you can see the output 0. Okay, so I think these 4 conditions are clear to everyone. Now let's move towards the Boolean operation OR. The OR logic function will output a logic 1 when at least one input is at logic 1. In Boolean algebra, the OR function is indicated by a plus sign. As you know, जर तुम्ही OR gate use केला आहे, then you can represent it as plus symbol. Here, a 2-input OR gate will be expressed as Q is equals to A plus B. A plus B. Q equals to A plus B. Note that it does not matter in which order variables are ORed together. So this also we have previously learned. So why I have included the similar slides again and again, so that the rules should get hammer on your brain and you will by heart all these rules. So these are the OR rules or operation. If you invert or change the inputs, means a plus b, and if you invert both, then also the output will be same, that is b plus a. Now the four rules of OR. Here you can see the following are a set of rules for OR logic function. All of these can be determined by examining the truth table. Now we will see one by one. A plus 1 is equals to 1. If input A is ORed with a logic 1 input, the output will always be equal to 1. Okay, so here two inputs are there. So any input, if you OR it with logic 1, okay, so consider third and fourth condition. If any input is ORed with logic 1, it means the second input should be 1. So in this case the output will always be 1. Here it is written 1. So in both the conditions the output is always 1. Now if second condition, if A is ORed with a logic 0 input, the output will always be equal to the value on input A. Okay, so if second input are 0, so whatever may be the input 0 or 1, the output will always be equal to the value on input, means it will give the input same output same as the input. So in first condition output is 0 because the first input is 0, and in the second condition the output is 1 because the second input is 1. Okay, so don't get confused here. You can just remember these four rules. No need to always use this truth table. This is just to satisfy the conditions or to understand the concept. So just remember these four rules of AND gate, these, and four rules of OR gate. Now the third rule is A plus A is equals to A. If two identical inputs are ORed together, the output will always be equal to the input value. Okay, so in this condition what they are talking about, they are saying that if both the inputs are same, means which condition, first and fourth, both the inputs are same and they are ORed together, then the output will be same as the input. Okay, in fourth condition also both the inputs are same and they are ORed together, then what will be the output, it will be same as the two inputs. So this is the third condition. Now A dot A bar, if an input is ORed with an inverted version of itself, the output will always be equal to 1. Okay, so this means we have to see the second and third condition, means if both the inputs are opposite to each other. So in second condition first input is 1 and second input is 0. So if you OR them, okay, here there is a mistake. In place of dot you have to write plus, means this is A plus A bar. Okay, so A plus A bar, what it is 1. Please make this correction. So in fourth rule, if an input is ORed with an inverted version of itself, the output will always be equal to 1. So if both the inputs are opposite to each other, then in both the conditions the output is always 1. Okay, so this fourth rule is talking about these two conditions. Okay, so remember these four rules. A plus 1 is 1, A plus 0 is A plus A is A, and A plus A bar is equals to 1. Okay, so this is about the Boolean operations. Now the Boolean operation for NOT, that is inversion. The NOT logic function has the effect of inverting the input and is therefore known as the inverter. In Boolean algebra, the function of inversion is indicated by a bar above the variable. So in the case of inverter, Q is equals to A bar. Okay, so if you give the input as A, then the output will be A bar, means it is the inversion of the input. A double bar above a variable indicates that the variable is inverted twice, as I have explained you explained you previously. If you take the first inversion of A, so this A, inversion of A is A bar, and if you take double inversion, then it will come again as A. So this is the Boolean operation for NOT gate. So A double bar is always equals to A. This is very important. A double bar is equals to A. So this is not inversion. Now the inversion of AND and OR. So in this case, what we have done, we have used a bubble at the AND gate and OR gate. To this we call it as a bubble. This is the bubble. So we apply the bubble to AND gate and OR gate. The function of inversion can be applied to operations as well as single variables. A bar above an AND or OR operation indicates that the output is inverted. When an AND gate is inverted, it becomes NAND gate. Okay, so from this figure you can see the inputs are A and B. So both the inputs are given to the AND gate, and we have put a bubble at the output of AND gate. So it becomes the NAND gate. Means A dot B, and after giving the bubble, it means it will invert the output simply, and it will give the NAND gate. Now the NOR gate. When an OR operation is inverted, it becomes NOR gate. Now how to invert it? This is the 2 input OR gate, and we have applied the bubble here, so it will be a NOR gate. Now the combination of logic gates. Okay, so I think in this lecture this is enough for today. In the next lecture we will see the combinations of different logic gates, and also we will see the De Morgan's law. So in today's lecture, what we have seen the Boolean algebra laws. We have seen the associative law, distributive law, commutative law, and also we have seen the inversion law, the laws for AND gate and the OR gate. We have seen the inversion of AND and OR gate, means the NOR and the NAND gate. So just remember all these rules. For your practice, you can make a table for all the rules, where you can list all the formulas or the rules. So while solving the equations or while solving the Boolean algebra, you can refer all these rules. So this is, I think, enough for today. In the next lecture we will see the De Morgan's law and also the combination of logic circuits. So till that, keep studying. Thank you so much.